Hello everyone, this is Jpop and this is not a next match in the SC2 Nvidia tournament. I forgot. Those matches are over. This is just one of my ladder matches. Here I am spawning as the red tear in the bottom right position, and over here on the top right is my Zerg opponent, RAK, which is some sort of clan name that I don't know, Heatburst. And we are spawned on Typhoon Peaks. Typhoon Peaks is a sort of large map where you have your main base and you have your expansion out here. There's some destructible rocks that connect to the opponent's natural base, and there are plenty of expansions all over the place. So it's a pretty macro style map. Two Zelnaga watchtowers in the middle. And this match is getting on the way. I'm placing the supply depot over here in case of the Zerg spawn here. Eventually I see the Overlord come across here so I could spot it, and this match is getting underway. So this is one of my ladder matches that I decided to cast because it was a pretty good match. I have played a little bit since the tournament. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to play a whole lot of games, but I still felt that tournament was good for me, and also casting the games to kind of see how I play, how my opponents play, and what I need to improve on. And I believe this game will have a better reflection of that. Drone and SCV giving the high five past each other. Got the barracks going down in the front. Gas on the way. And for my Zerg opponent, he's going for a 14 hatch, and I am not gonna spot it in time. The hatchery goes down. I bring my scout into his base, and I see that there is no spawning pool, no anything, so I know that he went for a hatch first, chasing around that drone because it was harassing my worker. Orbital command on the way, and I see the hatchery posted down here. Nothing that my scout could really do about that. And first Marine coming out, drone leaves. Everything going pretty standard. My SCV is headed towards over here, I believe, to tag this Zelnaga watchtower, spawning pool, and extractor going down for Heatburst. Overlord over here in this direction knows that it won't find anything. Drone over here covering this, but he decides to leave and go back. Marines getting made, and now I drop a factory. Factory going down. Still mining gas. Nothing too special. Marine just checking to make sure that there's no hidden drone or anything unexpected going on. And Tech Lab going down on the barracks. Expansion is up for Heatburst. Queen coming out. Spawning pool's done. Will he start Zergling speed when he gets enough gas? Soon, I expect. There it goes. Gets the speed down. I wonder if he'll pull guys out of gas. No, he leaves guys in gas. Overlord going across the way. Supply depot to finish the wall off. And I lift up the factory. Marine's going to pop right out. I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to swap places. And I'm going to start producing Hellions. First Hellion on the way. And Blue Flame upgrade. The Infernal Pre-Igniter on the way. Marines getting made. Hellions getting made. And over here in Heatburst's base, still making drones. Has a queen out. Speed is on the way. Has a couple Zerglings. Scout, see if there's an expansion, which there isn't. Overlord's floating across. And I'm trying to keep my Hellions back. Zerglings poke up, and they see the tech, something coming out of the factory and some sort of upgrade going on. So it's either Blue Flame Hellion or it's tanks. He's going to drop a spine crawler. No, he drops one spine crawler. The other spine crawler gets blocked by the queen. Okay, spine crawler now going down. Zergling still hanging out on the front of the base. And another barrack. So I've got Marines and Hellions here in the back. Producing. So I've got Marines, Hellions, Blue Flame is almost done. I have 3 Hellions out onto the field, and he's making a bunch of spine crawlers. 3 spine crawlers out onto the field. Bangley Nest is now up and ready for Heatburst, and he's making another queen. So he's making his 3rd queen. Spine crawlers up. He's got some Zerglings out onto the field. using his speedlings to try to see if it can find anything. Runs into the Hellions, takes out that Hellion. That's an Overlord just sitting there. And that speedling is going to run back, so these Hellions are going to move in to put some pressure on the Zerg. That's a lot of speedlings though, but against 4 Blue Flame Hellions is going to be close. Going to poke around, and I'm going to see that there aren't that many drones. And I'm going to decide to retreat. Oh, he's decided to make a bunch of Banelings. Queen's blocking the front. That's always very good. You don't want Hellions running in to take out all the SCVs. The Queens can easily block that as the Spine Crawlers do damage to the Hellions. So the Hellions are just hanging out here up front just to make sure that the Zerg is contained. And the Command Center is down on the way. Marines here in the back. Still Hellions being produced. Some poking going on. Going up. Playing peekaboo with those Banelings. You see one shot off. I don't believe anything was destroyed. Only one kill, which was that one Zergling. And I have the Marines out in the front. Overlord's brilliantly positioned all around my base. See if there's anything going on. Overlord's going to come in. And I see the Overlord moving in. And so the Overlord is going to see the tech lab. He's going to see the expansion going down. So he knows that I'm trying to expand here. This isn't an all-in. And he's decided to make a round of drones. 6 drones pop out. If we look at the units tab, 30 drones to 29 SCVs. So things are just about right. Roach Warren going down. I scan. I see the lair and the Roach Warren on the way. Hellions trying to poke around, try to see if to do with it. Another Spine Crawler being built. And I'm not sure what got. I think that was like a friendly unit that got destroyed. Tried to take out that creep tumor, but was not successful. 6 Blue Flame Hellions just hanging out here in the front, keeping the Zerg tight in his base. I can't attack him, but he cannot attack me. So that allows me to get my expansion. Now I now have Marauders out onto the field. Because I saw the Roach one, I wanted to make sure that, because the Hellions could take care of the Marines, but the Hellions could take care of the Zerglings, but I need Marauders to take out the Roaches. So the expansion goes down. Here's the drone transfer going on. Got the armory down on the way. Another factory built making Hellions, and I'm making a Thor. Now that I have enough Hellions out, I'm going to make the Thor. I love Thors. Thors are just a really, really good unit. The only thing that seems to counter it is, well, a bunch of Zerglings. That is if you have nothing supporting the Thor. And Infestors. But overall, I like using the Thor. They just have a lot of hit points, do a lot of damage. 60 to 30 attacks, so that's 60 damage a shot. Roaches coming out, so now he has Roaches out onto the field. He's got Spine Crawlers, getting his next gas. And do we have any other tech? Speed for the Banelings. No speed for the Roaches just yet. But here are the Hellions hanging out in the front. Going to use... Oh, there's a Changeling going around trying to see what's going on in my base. And I am not doing a good job taking care of that. I'm not sure if he knows if I have a Thor or not. And here comes the Spire on the way for Heatburst. I was about to say Heat Stroke. And no! The Roaches moving out as a cue for my Hellions to fall back to the Zelnaga Watchtower. So, nothing I could do. I scan, try to see the unit composition, and I just still see some Roaches and some Zerglings. I'm wondering if Zerg has a third base, but I'm going to move out with this Marine Marauder and a Thor. I'm going to try to put on some pressure on my Zerg opponent. Missile turret going down. Do I see the Spire? I do not see the Spire. But I have missile turrets going down anyway. And here go a couple Banelings. But I see the burrowed Banelings, so I quickly scan and take that out. And I'm forcing the Zerg to make a bunch of units. Right now, we take a look at the units tab. He has 28 Zerglings, 7 Roaches, and 10 Banelings. And here I am just holding, just again, containing the Zerg, making him feel the pressure so that he can't freely build drones. He has to make some sort of military units in case if I decide to move in and attack. 2 Evo Chambers going down now. And another Thor out onto the field. Supply depots getting made. Armory. More barracks, the factory, the engineering bay. I have stim and concussive shells. Don't have the combat shield yet, but I'm still producing units out of this base. If we take a look at the food supply, I am up in supply by 20. I see the Roaches move out, so I'm going to stim and try to take out as much as I can. and tried to lure out a bunch of Zerglings and a bunch of Banelings. I was able to take out all those Zerglings. That was with it. It was probably bad though that I stemmed my entire force, because look at all the damage done to my units unnecessarily. That was not that necessary. 5 Mutalisks out on the field, and here, oh, this looks like it's going to be a perfect timing. These Mutalisks are moving out right as I'm trying to reinforce, and the Mutalisks are coming in doing damage, and I'm going to take the SCVs and repair the turret, which is going to force the Mutalisks out of the base, and the Mutalisks are running into the main, and I'm going to move in here, and attack his natural expansion. Couple Mutalisks coming in. Here come the Zerglings and the Banelings and everything. And the drones coming out to fight this too. And the Zerglings clean this up. Thor goes down. 2 Thors. Getting there and then hightailing it out of there. The Mutalisks are still in the main, but there are not enough to really do a whole lot of damage. Thor popping out to attack these Mutalisks to finally drive these Mutalisks away. There goes a good shot, a good volley on those Mutalisks. Another missile turret going up to defend my production structures. And this Mutalisk is gonna die. Ooh, that Mutalisk gets out with 4 HP left. We look at the food supply. We're dead. Well, almost even. I'm just slightly ahead. Zerg still has a bunch of Zerg has a bunch of drones that need to get back to mining. If we look at the APM tab, we are at astounding 70 APM. Infestation going down now for Heatburst. No upgrades coming out yet out of the Evo chambers, and the Mutalisks are just flying around the field. Here come the Zerglings, here come the Roaches, and I have just some Hellions and 3 Thors, but those are a lot of Zerglings, and he's gonna rush in here, and he's did not micro at all, and he takes out all of the Hellions, and Zerglings are left, but they get cleaned up, and now the Roaches are late to the party because the Roaches don't have that speed. Bring out the SCVs to repair the Thors. Mutalisks taking out the supply depot over here, but that's okay. That supply depot is purposely sacrificial in my eyes. Roaches retreating, and Thors still find out that there are Mutalisks there. Units lost tab is just about even. He's going to destroy this SCV. He's going to take out this missile turret. Am I going to cancel it in time? I am not sure if I did or did not. I most likely did. He's just attacking any small little advantage he can get. And that's true of anything that you want to do. You don't want to just sacrifice your units. You want to have them do as much damage as possible. Missile turret finally going back down again. 4 Thors out onto the field. Got the reactor making Hellions now. Got Marines and Marauders coming out. +1 attack for my mech on the way. +1 attack for my infantry. +1 armor right behind it. We look at the units tab. 41 SCVs to 35 drones. And he's getting, I scan and I see that his third base is just getting started, so I'm not worried too much. Take a look at the unit composition, see what he has. He does not have a whole lot, so Zerg has not been able to do that much damage to me. My pressure at the front of the base has been able to hurt the Mutalisks, forcing him to make units instead of drones. And he's going to take out another supply depot here, and I'm making another missile turret. And he's being very careful just to pick off whatever he can. Very, very smart of him. And I'm not responding too quickly to this attack. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sending the Thor out to handle this, but he takes out another supply depot. And the Thor and the missile turret get completed, and it's going to take out the rest of these Mutalisks. And here's another missile turret right here. Is he going to get this one? And he will. So all the Mutalisks have fallen. He has no more Mutalisks on the field. He's got 13 Roaches, 4 Infestors out on the field. And here I am with my force right before the hatchery completes. And I'm going to attack this hatchery. And I don't think he was able to cancel that attack. Cancel that. We'll take a look at the lost tab. He has lost just a little over 1,000 more. And I'm going to retreat back home. I've done the damage that I need to. Next gas going down on the way. Almost mined out in my main. Have my Thor still sitting out here. I'm way oversaturated at my natural. And I don't believe there we go. I have my next expansion going down. Since I know Zerg does not have a third expansion, I'm going to try to get my expansion up and put the pressure back on the Zerg. And he has burrowed his Infestors. And it's going to try to gain back the hatchery again. But as you see, Zerg's running a little low in his main. Does he have... He has the tunneling claws of the Roaches, but he doesn't have much else. And moving back and forth with my army here, just trying to make sure I know what's going on with the Zerg. And here I am with the reinforcing army coming out. He's not attacking these back rocks. I'm not sure who would have the advantage, whether it be Terran or it would be Zerg if they had the advantage of these rocks being broken. Hard to say, but a couple more barracks going down, trying to get that macro going. Command center is about halfway done. +1 is done. +1 is done. +1 is done on there. Thor's sitting in here just to make sure there are no shenanigans. And here I am again with this big force moving in. I scan and I see that there are a bunch of roaches. I have a good amount of marauders and Thors. I do not see the infestors. I'm not sure if infestors are out on the field. Taking some pot shots at these overlords, but not able to kill any yet. Expansion. I'm going to place the expansion. Getting my third expansion down. And I'm just hanging out again here, keeping scans going. I'm not trying to. I like to save my scans after a point. Use my Hellion to try to lure out some of these units, see what he can and can't grab, and he loses some Zerglings. That's pretty big right there. Any unnecessary loss that I can get from him not paying attention is a win by me. Expansion is down, but you can't really transfer anything right now. I'm going to move out with these Thors. And here come the roaches, and I stim, and there go the neuroparasites on the Thors. I'm going to rush in with the Marauders to try to take out the infestors, but he, again, neuroparasites my Thors, and these Thors are just going down. He just dropped everything that I had caught back up in the resources lost tab. Oh, I'm running out of breath here. I'm now down 1,000 to my opponent. I got some of an army back here at the base. I got the third base going down. I'm now transforming it into a planetary fortress, and there should be a transfer of drones at some point. And he's going to push out here with this attack, and I've got workers going in, and here come the roaches. They're going to walk in, and they're coming in at a bad angle. And the infestors here, no parasite, but there are not enough units to defend the infestors. And so the infestors are going to draw, which regains the Thors back in my favor. Here come a bunch of speedlings, and they're cleaning up a lot of work, trying to use this blue flame Hellion to do as much damage to them as possible. And almost everything goes down. The Thors, with their 400 life, stay standing alive. Look at the units lost tab. It is almost dead. Even if we look at the food, I am ahead of Zerg by 20 food, but I'm in pretty much a army shambles right now. +1 missile, +1 armor. All the upgrades for the infestors already down. Roach speed still not started. A macro hatch is being placed out. Another hatchery grabbing his fourth base because he knows that Terran does not really have an army, which is true. Repairing these Thors back to full health. 17 kills there, 17 kills there. Those are my hero Thors of the day. And I'm going to come here and take out this Overseer. And he's going to retreat his Overseer away. I'm not paying attention to it. I just thought automatically I'm going to move out with these Hellions to see what the Zerg is doing. And since I have this backdoor entrance opening over here, I'm going to rush in here. And I'm going to shoot, take out some of the drones, some of the Zerglings going down. He hasn't really paid attention. Now fungal growths taking out one more. 6 kills on this Hellion alone. We look at the workers killed. At 15 workers killed to his 5, and that was just a slight lead. And I'm not sure if that trade was worth it, but I decided to do it anyway. Make him respond. He's got a bunch of infestors out onto the field, and I've got a bunch of marauders. I have stopped making a whole bunch of Thors, and I'm making a lot of Hellions now, and I have a bunch of gas to make up for it. That's the one thing I never liked about the Terran race. You can't just spend your gas on something. And here are a bunch of infestors, and they're just trying to rush in next to the army. They fungal growth and they burrow, but then a scan's going to reveal them. He's going to lose all of these infestors. Only get it's getting some good fungal growths. Are these marauders going to? No, none of the marauders fall, but they are all at 10 HP. And he said, well, that was a terrible thing. Losing all of those, he should have engage this army more directly or something. He had a bunch of it. That's a lot of gas disappearing in an instant. So I feel more relaxed now. I decided not to take gas because Heatburst, I saw how much gas I had and knew that I still had way too much gas and I need to focus on minerals more. And I'm going to send out this SCV here to make another command center because I need more mineral income, and because this is fully saturated, that's going to be gone soon. My main is already gone, and I know Zerg has another expansion, and I suspect that Zerg might have another expansion. I'm sending these Marines out to try to find if he has any hidden expansion. And I've been able to push out this Overseer. I am not too concerned with that Overseer. I don't see that Overseer. But I have the next command center going down. Check out, see all the expansions. So he doesn't have any hidden base. So he's not as far ahead as you could anticipate. Medevacs are now out onto the field. I finally now have a starport somewhere. There it is. There's a starport. And +2 infantry weapons, and still no more upgrades for my mag. This store is still sitting back here happily with his 2 kills, and just re-macroing up my army. But if you look at the damage, how far I've been able to pull ahead, 174 food to 123, and this force sees my drop. And I see that force, and I'm like, well, I'm going to continue to drop, because either this whole army is going to come attack me, and this drop is going to do some damage, or he's going to fall back. And I scan to make sure that that his army is still there, and I see his army moving out towards me, and he's going to run in here. I got some Marauders here down at the low ground, and I got some units headed up here. I'm waiting. This is my focal point. I want to engage the Zerg right here. That's the place where I want to fight them, and he's over here at these backdoor rocks, just hiding out right now. I have my Thors, Marines, Marauders, some Marauders down up over here, and my units going up over here. And I have a drop in his main base. Blue Flame Hail, he's got 3 Spine Crawlers while I'm still doing a lot of damage. Look at all of those 6 kills, 5 kills. Drone's moving down, and he's going to move in, and he's going to get Fungal Growth off. And he's going to try to Neuroparasite the Thors, and he burrows. Do I notice it? I do notice it, and I scan it, and I'm able to take that out, and I'm able to clean up this army. Most of my army is in shambles, but I was able to clean up that army. Look at the food tab, 134 food to 87 food, and I'm coming up here with more Hellions to harass anything and anywhere that I can. Do any sorts of pressure on my opponent. I'm just going to pick that up, and I'm going to move over here to this expansion. Drop's trying to keep my keep Heatburst on his toes. So I'm going to drop these Hellions where all of these drones have transferred. And we got 2 kills, 6 kills, 1 kill. More kills going on. Look at all of these Hellions going down. The Fungal Growth trapping this army, but the damage has been dealt. All of these drones have started to melt away. If we look at the workers kill tab, 42 workers killed. Overall, if we look at the units tab, 52 drones to 47 SCVs. And my 3rd base expansion is now up. And I should probably transfer those workers here. And I still have no minerals and a bunch of gas, which is why I haven't still bothered getting any gas geysers. Production still on the way. 40 Zerglings. Look at the units have 40 Zerglings, 6 Infestors, which is 22 Marauders, 8 Hellions, and 5 Thors, and 20 Marines with +2/+1 upgrade, and his army has +2/+1 upgrade as well. Any more +2 for the mech is on the way. +3 attack and +2 armor is on the way. These Zerglings are coming down here, and his hive cluster is under attack. I've got the Marine here attacking, and he attacks this Marine over here. He's trying to see if there's another expansion, and he's gonna run back to this little Marine. Look at this Marine shooting his little heart out with this +3 attack, trying to take out this hatchery. Go, Marine! Go! Go! The Zerglings are coming! You can do it! You can do it! Stim! 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 No! Bad micro by Jpop for life. So horrible. I'm pretty sure that Marine could have done massive damage. Could have possibly taken out all those Zerglings by himself. But that's not important because I am now at 200 food. 199, but that's because of that sad Marine loss over here. And still only 46 workers. And then the Zerglings are going to come down here and run into a planetary fortress. Zerglings do not bode well against a planetary fortress. I'm going to start the repair, and it's going to force these Zerglings away. Transferring the SCVs away. They're trying to minimize damage loss. And the Zerglings are just out here in the middle of nowhere. I hear them working on the backdoor rocks. If we check out my vision, I am not paying attention to it. I am... Oh, see, now I hear it. I hear them, and so I know that he's attacking everything here. So I'm going to come in and catch these Zerglings out of position and I'm gonna use these. The Zerglings are gonna run around. I'm gonna use these Hellions to catch these Zerglings, and all the Zerglings go down just in an instant to Blue Flame Hellion as he retreats. But he's still got a bunch of Infestors and a bunch of Roaches. Please have the Roach speed upgrade. He does not have the Roach speed upgrade. He only has the Burrow upgrade. And here I am coming out with the +3, +1, +2 mech, and coming out here with these Hellions to this next base. Gonna try to see if I can do some damage, and I get the drone, and there's a queen. Get the queen, and I'm going to get the queen. And my army is sitting over here. I'm keeping tabs on this army to see when he moves out and see what he does. I'm pretty sure I have sight. Yes, I do see the sight of that army moving up towards us. So these Hellions have a limited amount of time. I'm going to get these Hellions out here. I'm going to use this army to intercept the Roach Infestor force, and I see it, and I'm going to catch it, stim, and he's going to burrow all of the Roaches, and I scan, and I'm going to take out all of these Roaches without any loss to my army units. Couple Banelings here, but they are not going to be in time. And I'm going to push right in here. Hellions back in to destroy this natural expansion. This force going in right here, splitting up the Marines and Marauders. And he said it was probably the worst game he has played all night. But I come out victorious in this ladder match against Heatburst, and I think it was a much more impressive play on my part in the beginning, keeping his army contained, forcing him to make units instead of drones, so that even when he came and did the attack, and we both lost our armies, the worker count was basically even, and keeping up the pressure on Zerg, destroying his third hatchery and then hanging out in front so that he couldn't get any more drones while I got my third, got my economy shooting back up again. And from then on, I just slowly got another base, started building up units, and then harassing with the drops with the Blue Flame Hellions. How many workers did I kill the entire time? 43 workers. So that was pretty much a big deal, but I need to make more SCVs. You should be around 60 to 70 SCVs. I feel. Everybody has their own number. That's the number I feel that I should be at. So maybe next time I will do a lot better. But anyway, that was one of my ladder matches that I played, and I thought it was one of my better matches, especially in the beginning. And so I thought I'd cast this one. So, alright, that's it. And I'll see you guys in my next video.